Hello, Soul Tribe. This is Janine, the Celestial Messenger. I'm here to give you a reading. This is for March 8th, 2026. But once again, these are timeless readings. You always come back. If it doesn't resonate with you right now, it might resonate with you a little later, at a later date. I'm going to start by doing some intuitive Kev tarot deck. I'm going to clarify with Witch's tarot deck. At the end, give you some Romance Oracle cards and Beyond the Fog tarot cards. Okay, so let me put those away in boxes. But I'd like to take a moment to cleanse the energy field. So we always start with Palo Santos. This takes away all negative energy. I'll even cleanse my deck this time. All decks. Okay. So this is the Beyond the Fog Oracle cards. So we're cleansing those. We're going to cleanse the Witch Tarot cards. If I could get them all up. Clear out some negative energy. Maybe light a little bit more. Remember, this is a collective reading, so it may not resonate with everyone, but I'm going to try my best to get you out a clear and concise tarot card reading. Okay? And then last but not least is Intuitive Kids Tarot deck. We're going to cleanse the energy here. And also, here you go, collective. We're going to cleanse your energy in your space too. Okay. I'm going to call in spirit before I say my prayer. So, at this time, oops, I fell down. I'm going to call in spirit. If you have, if you are sound sensitive to any sounds, please turn down your mic. Okay, I'm going to say a prayer so that we could get an accurate reading. Holy Spirit, we ask that you continue to guide us and protect us. We ask that you give us insight and guidance on our current situations. We ask that you lift the veil of falseness and reveal that which is hidden from us. And we thank you for your blessings, your wisdom, your power, your work in our lives. We also give thanks and gratitude for all the blessings that you give to us, including this beautiful earth, the stars, the moon, the sun, the air, the water, and our food, families, and last but not least, our pets. Okay, so let's get on with our reading. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. This is from my friend Kevin. He is Kevin Intuitive, or Kev the Intuitive Tarot Card Reader. I recommend him to you. I always watch his readings. Also, I watch Empress T444. She's pretty cool. She talks about the clearance rack, you know, activity, and, you know, stuff like that. It's really fun to watch her readings. Sometimes I don't really resonate with them because she does a lot of readings that are have to do with a lot of love. But that's okay. I'm not against love. I love love. Love is the highest frequency we could ever be into. Okay, let's see what we could get out. What messages, Spirit, do you have for the collective tonight? I am doing this reading in the evening, and one did flip over. We have the Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups. Okay. Let's give some more. Let's see what else we'll flip over. Holy Spirit, what messages do you have for my collective right now? What energies are in the collective's energies at this time? We have the Sun card. That's always a beautiful card. That's a major arcana card. Cups is water sign. That has to do with Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. Sevens also represent reflection, knowledge, and taking assessment of something. But all in all, so far it looks like collective, you are in a happy, here's one that turned over, in a happy situation. We got the Seven of Pentacles. So 7 might be a meaningful number to you. Pentacles is the earth sign. That'd be your Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. I'm wearing a sweater right now. It's a little hot in my house. Oh, here we go. What else? Got 2 cards that flipped over. We have the 4 of Wands, but actually it's going to flip over like that. King of Cups and the 4 Wands. King of Cups is somebody who's very emotional. He's well balanced. He's upright, so he's going to be coming into your life, or you might be dealing with King of Cups. Cups is a water sign. That has to do with Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. 4 of Wands has to do with stability, structure, manifestation. You possibly might be manifesting this King of Cups. So that's what I see for you so far. Okay, let's see what else might flip out. What other messages do you have? Oops, that's too many. What other messages, Spirit, do you have for the collective? Please give me some messages for the collective. I've seen the Emperor. What's the bottom deck? 2 swords. Okay, I'm just going to draw a few. You have a hater amongst you. Here's the hater card. You have the Empress. So, masculine or feminine. You are in your Empress energy. You are able to manifest and grow a lot of things in your life. Whatever you manifest will come to fruition, and it will grow because you are in the Empress energy. It's a major arcana card. You also have the 3 of Pentacles. It's some earth sign, Virgo, Capricorn, and Taurus. It's right underneath the 7 Pentacles. That's 3 of Pentacles. Okay. Your next card out is the Hierophant. Oh, goodness. We have the Hierophant underneath the King of Cups. So possibly the King of Cups might be a Hierophant. This is a person, it's a major arcana card. He likes law. He likes rules. Might have something to do with religion, religious laws, practices. He may be into the same kind of practice you're into, being in the Empress energy. It's a very good card to have. And your last card is the Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords is somebody who blocks something off. She's in her power, though. She uses mind over heart, usually. And she's very logical. So that's what I see so far. So we're going to find out. The first card out is your 7 of Cups. That means many options, possibly. But I'll let you know. You're emotional. I can already tell that's an emotional card by being a cup. Yeah, 7 of Cups has to do possibilities, many choices, dreaming, field of potentials, possible illusions. The 7 of Cups signals times in which life pattern presents you with a vast field of options without any of them clearly Standing out. While this period may feel confusing, you are actually being given a vision of the possibilities that are in store for you. For instance, if you are seeking a passion or vocation, you may be entertaining many choices, unsure of which one to pick. Perhaps you have been in this state for a little while, dreaming about something, about all the doors you haven't opened yet. This is not necessarily a bad thing. This is a time of immense potential as your dreams come up to take manifest shape. But sooner or later, you will need to make up your mind as an outcome card. It's not an outcome card. Okay, your next card is the Sun card. That is the happiest card in the deck. It is gaining clarity. So even though you might have options right now, you don't know which one of these cups to choose. You can see all the symbols down here. You know, do you choose happiness, money, love, religion, healing? Right here's religion, healing. Maybe working with your spirit guides or up in the heavens. So you have a lot of options right here, but because you have the Sun card, it will bring you clarity, awakening to inner radiance, continuous joy, wonder, energy, and positivity. So that's what I see for you right now. The Seven of Pentacles is also about reflecting on something. Even though you have many options, you might have to take a step back and reflect. And to do that, it's earth energy, so you might want to go out into the earth and meditate, and you're probably going to get your answer. Seven of Pentacles, you're planting your ideas. You're asking for your manifestations to come in. You're waiting for your rewards. You're being very patient. You plan, you're in the planning right now of doing something major, apparently, that's going to bring a lot of happiness. And you're getting some wisdom about this issue. It might have to do with the King of Cups. The King of Cups is a major, no, he's not a major arcana card, but he is a court card. He is very emotional. He's balanced. Or you might be in your King of Cups. There's a lot of love with the King of Cups. Of course, he wants to offer you a cup of love. Or you want to offer somebody a cup of love. Fit the roles where you need them to go, but don't force anything to fit. And of course, you want to be in a King of Cups, or you want a King of Cups energy in your life, because they have a lot of love to give. So let me give you some attributions of the King of Cups. He is emotionally stable. He's a peacemaker. He's very empathetic. He channels kindness and love. He masters the power of love. So he's coming in with love on his mind. The King of Cups represents mastery of an emotional, subconscious, and rational realm in a way that is actively involved in the world. In the context of home and family, this card invites emotional stability to harmonize competing forces and to make peace. Tap into your abilities to understand and be empathetic, calling upon your powers of a compassionate leader. If you're worried about work opportunity, this king says that it's time to be strong in the heart, connecting with your inherited kindness and channeling it into your interactions with the world. The King of Cups harnesses the great power of love and is very intuitive, knowing to affect positive change. As you master this energy, you bring the relief of water to one's dry lands. Okay, so he might be coming in being very intuitive and knowing exactly what you may need. He's loving, he's very kind, he's very stable. He has emotional stability. This is the king that you want in your corner. Okay, your next card is the Four of Wands. That is Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo elements. He might be or her you know, like I said, tarot earlier in a few readings, tarot has no gender. So this could possibly be a woman in her King of Cups energy, masculine energy, or it could be a masculine in his masculine energy. But they want to bring you in, or even you're in this energy of stability. It's a milestone, it's a celebration, joy at home, spiritual foundation. So that's a very good card. The Four of Wands represents blissfulness, containment of the fire in our hearts. You are mastering to use your energy as a stable platform upon which to build your life. In education, this could mean you inspire drive. It brings you to an important milestone, a sign of even greater growth to come. Drawn in a relationship reading, the Four of Wands marks a time of celebration after a period of joint efforts, perhaps even a wedding. It is herald of warmth with our loved ones and joy in the hearth of a home. The source of strength is your spiritual foundation. Secure in the grounded use of your inner fire, you allow it to burn bright and true. So this is wonderful. This is stability, a milestone celebrations. You have a stable foundation, joy at home. So possibly this King of Cups, who's very emotionally stable, might be just coming into your world. But looks like you have a hater. This person really doesn't like you. Not sure why. We're going to have to get clarity on this. Might be connected to the King of Cups, maybe an ex of the King of Cups. Might be your ex. May just be somebody who hates you, who doesn't really like you, because you are in this Empress energy. This energy here is a major arcana card. She knows what she wants. She manifests it and it comes to her. She works with the universe. She works with God. She works with Source. She works with her angels. She works with her spirit guides, her ancestors. And anything she plants will come to be. Okay? So this might be why you have a hater in the mix. Because this hater knows that you're possibly in your Emperor or Empress energy, masculine or feminine. And anything you want, you'll get. Because you've taken everything that you have been offered so far, you manifested it, and you put in work into it. When you get to Empress status, you have put in the work of a page, of a knight, of a queen, of a king. All the queens are in this Empress energy. But it just doesn't come to you. You know, I have to tell you this. Because some people think that just because you are blessed, or the universe is blessing you, you know, they might get jealous and start hating on you, thinking that you didn't work for something. When in all actuality, you probably had to do a lot of work to get to this Empress or Emperor status. There's a lot of work that you had to put in to get there. The Empress is a person that gives birth. So maybe somebody is pregnant, going to have a child out there in my collective. Or it's about creative growth. She is the divine feminine, Mother Earth, open to receive. She's abundant and has beauty. And also an inner wisdom. The Empress is a symbol of opening and growth. Suppose in a year ahead spread, you pull the Empress for that year. That means this will be an incredible year of giving birth, of beginnings and bringing into the world your divinely inspired birth or seeds. Let's see. It is, no matter what you do, its passionate endeavors thus announces a period of energized, tangible growth in the creations and pursuits you have already started in spiritual matters. So let's say you're healing. Of course, we're all healing. Every day is a healing journey. You know, as my collective and soul tribe, you're always on a spiritual transformation. You're always trying to reach for higher states of being. The Empress stands for the divine feminine. She's calling on you to connect with your innate wisdom and abundant power. As a guidance card, you may suggest getting in touch with nature, with Mother Earth, as a source of medicine and nourishment. In any type of relationship, the Empress invites an opening to the hearts to receive, allowing the love and gifts of others to reach us, even receiving. The Empress, as a personality, is a card of personal power, signifying an enjoyment of pleasure and beauty, and she is this foundation that gives birth to, like I said, somebody could be pregnant, but at the same time, somebody could be giving birth to an idea, a relationship, possibly with this King of Cups here. But because of this, you may have a hater out there because possibly, they could just hate that you're going to be in a union with somebody. I mean, who knows? Only you know that. I'm just reading what the energy is out here for you. Okay, your next card is going to be the Three of Coins or Pentacles. This has to do with groups, growth, and expansion. So you might have to be collaborating with somebody to make a business idea or a creative idea come into growth to get your abundance. But there's more meaning to the Three of Pentacles than just that. Of course, it has to do with the earth elements. So you might be collaborating with a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. And the elements that they rule are finances, career, material, physical, practical, stability, possessions, and nature. So yeah, you might want to go out in nature with a buddy to, get a different perspective on your spiritualism or possibly an idea that you have. Or maybe even get out in nature and, find some love, ground yourself. Because it looks like this King of Cups might be coming towards you. Collective, masculine and feminine. It looks like things this looks like a love reading to me. So we got the 3. Could be a third party too, but it has to do with it's collaborating with others. It's expansion in the material, tangible growth, grounded creation, collaboration, and working together. So possibly you're going to work with the King of Cups as the Empress to grow something, maybe a business, maybe in school. Possibly it could turn into a relationship. And together you're going to collaborate together to make this all happen and come together. Okay? That's what I see so far. It is a love reading. And it looks like you're going to have to collaborate with a King of Cups. Based on your different options that you have, you're going to have to eventually... you're right now in the dream state. You're kind of daydreaming about it. You're manifesting it. You are in your happiness energy. You need to make a decision. You're kind of weighing your pros and cons. You're taking assessment of the idea of possibly love with this King of Cups or some kind of collaboration. It is going to include stability, financial stability. Because of all this, you have a hater. You are in your Empress energy. This person grows things, brings things into being. You're going to have to collaborate. And it might have something to do with rules, sticking to the rules, sticking to some religious practice, transformation. This is somebody who is a very good leader. So it's a major arcana card. He's a 5, too. And 5s are about changes. So the Hierophant. Let's see what kind of qualities he has. I do know it has something to do with religious beliefs. He may have the same kind of religious beliefs as you. He has established a kingdom already. He rules very wise. And in the name of the Lord. He does believe, he has a belief system. So that's always nice to know. He's a teacher. It's the inner teacher inside you, possibly learning through education, tradition, religious or spiritual beliefs, ancestral guidance, a role model. So he, since it's underneath the King of Cups, may be somebody who will be a teacher to you, or learning by being educated. It's possibly has something to do with your traditions, religion, or spiritual beliefs. Or you could be listening to your ancestors, spirit or source, on what to do in this matter, which would take grounding. You're asked to be a role model at this time. Okay, it's under the King of Cups, so possibly he's going to be a role model to you, collective. The Hierophant in a reading refers to the inner teacher that guides our beliefs and worldly understanding, particularly during periods of turmoil. As you face any difficulties in life, this inner guide keeps you aligned to the truth. Hold steadfast to the teachings that your soul has thus far received. The Hierophant can also signify studying. If you've been in a rut, seek something new. The High Priestess invites you to try learning something afresh, whether through institutions or by self-teaching. Let's see. It's also very traditional. Has to do with your upbringing, your traditions, what you believe in. It's having source as your strength. It can show how religious and spiritual beliefs you or those of others may be influencing a situation. So you might do some spirituality. Possibly you might be going into your North Node with this King of Cups and doing something for the good of mankind. You are getting guided, its blessings, with the light of your inherent past. So, I think you're going to be working with Source to meet this person who's going to make a major impact in your life, giving you lots of stability. You're going to collaborate with him. He does have traditional beliefs or some kind of spiritual, religious beliefs that mix well with what you believe in. Now, I do see the Queen of Swords here. This is the Queen of Swords. She, well, let's see. She rules with logic over heart. Swords is air element. It's using your intellect, power, communication, awareness, perception, your thoughts, and logic. So the Queen of Swords. Why is she out here? We want to know. Because usually when I see a sword, it is cutting somebody off. Maybe you have to cut somebody off in order for you to move on with this King of Cups. That's a great possibility, but it's integration of suffering, though. You know, you've probably been in a healing journey, so you're integrating that and you're alchemizing it into full embodiment of wisdom, a wise advisor. She's perceptive, she uses her discernment, and she's very experienced. The energy of the Queen of Swords is at home in the mental realm. This card is embodied of experience and intelligence, calling on you to channel learning wisdom into your life. It means you are integrating your past suffering, learning to use your pain as a platform for healing, not only of yourself, but others too. She's also a wise advisor, able to provide unbiased counsel to those in your life who need it. In a professional context like work or school, she uses her perception and she uses her discernment to navigate what she may be experiencing as a hurdle. You're called to practice gentle control of your thought patterns at this time. So when this King of Cups comes in, you're going to use a little bit of your wisdom from the past. You're a wise advisor. You're going to use your discernment. But don't be all the way on guard with this person, okay? Because I think he's here to help you. Definitely looks like it. However, you do have a hater, and I did want to clarify her. Or him. Why do you have a hater here? This is all in all a really good reading, except for the hater. You know, let's be nosy, okay? Let's find out why. Why is somebody hating on my collective? Why in the world would somebody ever want to be a hater on my collective? My collective is awesome. Part of my soul tribe. Okay, let me make sure my cards are correct. We're going to give 3 shuffles. I will clarify them all, but first I'm going to do the hater. 3 shuffles. 1. Why is the hater here? Please give me some insight, source. Tell me, why is there somebody hating on my beautiful collective? Why? Why are they not operating in love, the highest frequency there is? Please give us some insight into why this person is here in this reading. Yeah, overall, it's a very good reading. I'm going to cut the deck and we're going to take the first card. Why is this hater here? Well, it's somebody that doesn't have any patience. When the Temperance card is upright, it could also be a Sagittarius. That's a Sagittarius card. Definitely related to Sagittarius. So the Temperance is a major arcana card. It's somebody that's not having patience. Definitely, there's no balance here. Possibly it's somebody definitely from your past. They know you. The Temperance can show that wisdom gained from teaching moments is not being integrated into your being. You may still be shaken up by past hurt relation. So you still may have to heal. But it looks like it's a person. Maybe they have to heal. Maybe it's an ex. Maybe it's an old friend. When you're not healed, there is a fragmentation. There's disharmony. So this person might be having a fragmentation of their being. Not all the way there. Distorted. There's a lot of disharmony. Possibly because you're in this Empress energy. You have many opportunities at hand, right in front of you. You're happy about all the opportunities you have, but you need to do some reflection and pick one. Pick one of the opportunities, okay? And it looks like you might be picking something with the King of Cups. Who is going to bring you stability? This hater definitely is unbalanced. There's no balance here. You are in your Empress energy. You're able to grow. Manifest things that you want to grow, and you're able to bring them into reality. You might have to collaborate with somebody, possibly this King of Cups or this Hierophant, a source, I would say, to get Source's blessings. But you are using your discernment based upon something in your past. So that's what I see so far in your reading. Okay? So let's find out. Okay, why is there many choices for the collective here? Oh, goodness, okay. She wanted to jump out. 5 of Cups. You have many opportunities because you did suffer a great loss. But I think Source is bringing some, since you suffered a loss, you were focusing on these 3 of Cups. You weren't turning around to see that you have other options. So that's why the 7 of Cups is being presented to you at this time. You were very sad. This has to do with conflict, change, and possibly instability in your life. So, Source is reminding you that even though these 3 cups have fallen, you know, spilt milk, there's 2 more cups here. Actually, there's 7 cups here. So that's 9 cups. So, once you realize that you still have opportunities, even though you're sad, you turn and you go into happiness. Major Arcana card. The Sun. That's the happiest card of the deck. So it looks like something from your past made you very, very unhappy. Made you sad. Made you even have conflict in your life. Maybe created stability. But it's somebody from your past that left you. Um, they might want you to come back because you did leave them. But Six of Cups, Cups is, of course, water, emotional energy. That's Cancer, Pisces, or Leo. So maybe somebody from your past hurt you. You had to move on, but they're still stuck on you, and they're wishing that you would come back with this Chariot reverse. So, but you're happy. You're happy right where you're at. So I don't think you're going to be turning around and going back to anybody in your past. Okay? So 6 is reversed. This person may not have any harmony in their life. They may not be able to cooperate, and they were not acting as a team player. And that made you very sad. Okay? So, but because you escaped, you went on your merry way, you've now come into the Sun energy. Okay? That's what I've clarified so far. Let's see. Spirit, can you please tell us about the many opportunities and how can my collective finally come to an understanding of what they should pick? This card wanted to come out. It's reversed, though. Oh, Spirit wants you to come out of hermit mode so that you can maybe make use of the many opportunities you have here. Possibly because of an ending. You know, I see you going. You left somebody behind. And this probably might be the hater that you have. But Spirit's telling you to get out of hermit mode. Start collaborating with people. Because, you know, that's right underneath here. Let me show you this. How I'm reading this. Okay. You have this card that came right underneath this card. And then this card was a clarifier. Okay, your 7 of Pentacles and your 3 of Pentacles have to do with the earthly realm. Has to do with material stability. You have to make a decision. You have to do some reflection. You have to take assessment and gain knowledge. And then it might help to collaborate with somebody, an idea that you might be having. But Spirit is telling you by the Hermit card it's reversed, to come out of this Hermit card and start collaborating with people. You know, that's where you're going to decide on, or even meet this King of Cups here. So you might even meet him there. So the Hermit card is a major arcana card. And the Hermit card has to do with somebody going in. They're trying to heal. A lot of healing. A lot of healing's taking place right now. You're reassessing. You're seeking inner guidance. You're being intentional in your solitude. You're kind of backing away from society and people right now because you want to take a assessment and you want to do some deep healing. You're looking for a guiding light. You're soul searching. So it's time for you to get out of that. Okay? According to Spirit, it's in reverse. The Hermit indicates that the period of hibernation is over. In your career, you may be waking up from a more subtle period, ready to get active again. As a guiding card, it announces the end of a period of withdrawal. As you become more engaged with others in outward life, reconnecting with your network of support, and it's you put an end, you know, by collaborating with others. This helps you put it into reflecting and going within and you know, cutting yourself off from people and places and things. So Spirit is asking you to please start collaborating with people. If you collaborate with people, this may bring in more love into your life. It may even get you into the King of Cups energy to where you yourself will be able to love more, have more intuition, be a lot happier, be more balanced. Or this King of Cups may be coming towards you through this collaboration. So we're going to find out why. Why is the King of Cups here? Is this a love reading or is this my collective? Who is this King of Cups? Who is this? Please, Source, give me the King of Cups. Ooh. Okay, well, he's not in devil energy, thank goodness. Okay. Oh, goodness, that is so good. I'm glad to hear that. He's not somebody who's sneaky. He's not somebody who wants to bond you to him. The Devil card, when upright, is somebody who wants to keep you stuck in bondage with them. Okay? It's not necessarily a great card. It's somebody sneaky. It's somebody that's possibly a thief. Somebody who's deceptive. Remember, the devil comes into our life and they show us something that looks good, but it actually isn't good for you. But it came out reversed, so that's a happy omen, okay? And they came over reverse over the King of Cups. So, it's a major arcana card. It's the devil. Nothing to worry about because he's reversed. The King of Cups that's coming towards you. Or you yourself, collective, may be in this King of Cups, full of love and kindness and understanding, using your intuition, getting out of your hurt mode because you've healed enough. Give yourself a pat on the back. It means you're being unshackled. You unshackled yourself. Okay. The obstacles were removed. You are overcoming self-defeating habits. You have healed. And that's why Source is telling you to get out of hermit mode and go and collaborate. Okay? So this makes perfect sense. It could also mean blockages to materialization. So you need to remove these blockages and go out and collaborate. Okay? So that you can meet this King of Cups, if that's what you want. If you want love in your life, collective, you need to get out of hermit mode, which is reverse. Source is even telling you to get out of hermit mode. Go collaborate with, your network, group of friends. Get together. More new ideas will come out when you get together. Who knows? Maybe somebody that you're collaborating with may know a King of Cups. Okay? So he doesn't want to bond you, put you in bondage. Remember, he wants to rule with kindness and love, compassion, understanding. He's very emotional, very well balanced, a very good person. He uses his intuition. Everywhere he goes, he rules with kindness, not with this devil energy. This devil energy is the devil energy is actually bondage, self-sabotaging, shame, codependence, mastery over the material world. Very materialistic card. Somebody who wants to keep you in bondage, possibly shame you. A lot of codependency issues. So you have healed. Collective, you've healed. Okay? You've transformed. Of course, every day we're healing from our past traumas. But it seems like the person that you're going to be collaborating with is going to be a King of Cups. He's going to offer you love. And he's going to have a lot of qualities you like about him. He may be a spiritualist. He might be a traditionalist. You and his traditions may coincide. He may be able to teach you a lot of things. So you might want to definitely do what I said. Collaborate with this person. Get out there and collaborate with your friends, family, neighbors. 4 Wands. Why do we have the 4 Wands here? For my collective, please tell us. And it looks like this card wouldn't come out. And it actually came out reversed. So I'm going to take it reverse since I'm doing reversals. Although I don't know if my cards are right. It doesn't look like my cards are right. But we're going to read a reversal. You're scared to take a leap of faith. You might be holding yourself back. The Fool is somebody who has new beginnings, takes a leap of faith, is ready for a fresh start. The journey of the soul, its impulse, and it's having innocence. But reverse, it means, actually, you might need to wait. Because you might have had a false start. Maybe you're not completely healed. You might be holding back a little bit. But Source says you're healed. So you need to take a leap of faith and have more faith in Source. because he's guiding and directing you right now. He wants to offer you new beginnings. Once you take a leap of faith, you'll have a fresh start. It's the journey of the soul and its innocence returning to you. Okay, so we already clarified your hater. Your hater is not balanced. They're not balanced individual. They're probably acting out of their shadow side, ego, you know, just not a good, basically out of past hurts, traumas. They're taking it out on you. They're projecting onto you. They're not very balanced people. But why is my collective in Empress energy at this time? I'm going to shuffle these, okay? Because it seems like I'm coming out with a bunch of reversals. So I'm going to give it 3 shuffles. Because I don't want that many reversals out here for you. Let's just see if giving it a shuffle. Sometimes I'm guided to use a different deck. But we'll stick with this one and see what happens, okay? Because I was actually drawn to this deck for this reading. Why is the Empress here? Oops, let's do that one over. Why is the Empress here for the collective? Apparently you want to grow something. Oh, you might be pregnant, like I said. For those that are in childbearing years, you might want to go get a pregnancy test. That might be holding you back, okay? It's kind of silly, but that's always a blessing. Children are always a blessing, though. Okay, why is the Empress here? Nothing has flipped over. Something flipped over. Queen of Cups flipped over. There's a few of them that flipped over. Page of Pentacles flipped over. And the Strength card flipped over. That's what flipped over. Okay. So, Strength is a major arcana card. It might take some strength to take a leap of faith and to get over this hater being in the Empress energy. But you've gone in and healed. As a Page of Pentacles, you're getting a new beginning. You're getting a new beginning from Source. This is Earth sign, so you might be dealing with Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo energies, or you may be in that energy. But you are a match to the King of Cups. So it does look like a nice relationship because there's not going to be any bondage. There's going to be mutual respect. There's going to be equal give and take here. This is a perfect match, the King and Queen of Cups. So not only are you Empress, but you're also using your Queen of Cups energy. And you've had to have strength to get over somebody from your past because they didn't bring you any balance into life. There was no equal give and take. There was nothing, you know, this is a very selfish person. They didn't want to work with you. There was no collaboration. So it made you go into this hermit mode that you're still stuck in. You need to come out. Okay, come on out, collective. You come out. I got hope. It may take a little bit of strength for you to do that, okay? Or you might be dealing with a Leo, who might be this hater. But yeah, you're being offered a new beginning. So come on out. You guys can come on out now. You've healed enough. Remember, healing is a lifelong journey. Every day we learn. Every day we, you know, everything that happens to us usually is for us, not against us. There's always some kind of learning experience in there. You just have to look at it when something bad happens in a different perspective as to, like, why did this happen? What did I learn from it? You know, you need to ask yourself those questions. All right, I want to know, why is my collective being... Whoa, one flipped out. Sorry about that. Oh, that's a good card. Because it looks like the Wheel of Fortune is going to turn in your favor. It came out upright. So once you get out of this hermit energy by strength, the world is your oyster, basically. But it is suggesting that you go out and collaborate with somebody because you have a match here. You have a King and Queen of Cups. Through collaboration, the Wheel of Fortune is going to turn in your favor. This is where everything that you have ever manifested is going to come true. The family, the home, the cat, the dog, the pinnacles, you know, the money. Once the Wheel of Fortune turns, of course, this also could mean that you've closed out a cycle now. So it's time to come out of hermit mode and collaborate. So you could hook up with this King of Cups, because you too are a queen. You're in your Cups energy. You're a Queen of Cups, collective. Masculine or feminine, that's the energy you're in. Alright, so we have the Wheel card. It's completion of a journey. You completed the cycle. You completed a cycle with somebody from your past. It's done. You fulfilled your cycle. You've accomplished. You achieved it. You've gained mastery. You learned the lesson. So here comes your blessings. Okay? So look out for your blessings. You must step out of hermit mode. You must collaborate so that your blessings can come in. Okay? I know, it's hard to get out there. I know. Okay, it's hard to meet new people, especially, you know, if this person here was turning people against you, because, you know, they are imbalanced. But, you know, just have faith. Take a leap of faith. Spirit's telling you to get out of hermit mode, because the next person you meet is not going to be in devil energy. Spirit wants you to take a leap of faith, because as somebody who wasn't giving you balance in your life, you've gone in and healed. It took strength. You're still in your cup of love energy. You know, you still can love. It didn't harden your heart. It didn't change your heart, collective. You still have a lot of love out there to give. Okay, so I want to know, why is the Hierophant here? What does the Hierophant have to do with the King of Cups and the Devil reverse? Oh, okay. Well, it kind of want to come out that way. So I'm going to take it as reverse. It looks like you have laid something to rest. Like I said, you've healed. Time to come on out. Time to collaborate. Fours are always about stability, structure, and manifestation. You're possibly manifesting now. This person over here could possibly be in their head. But Four of Swords, it has rules the element of air. And once again, air is using logic, thoughts, your intellect, power, communication. You have awareness and perception. Since it's reversed, it's going to be a powerful card. You're returning to the world. That's beautiful, collective. Give yourself a pat on the back. You've healed. You've healed enough from this hater over here. You're active again. You're feeling restless. So you're ready to get up and do some collaborating. That's beautiful. You feel a little bit restless right now. The Four of Swords shows the end of a cycle. So yeah, you've ended this cycle that you were in with this hater. Okay, that's all that means. And you're ready to come out. So come on out. Get out of the hermit mode. It's time for you to meet the world. Okay, why is the Queen of Swords here? What does my collective need to know about the Queen of Swords? Okay. Well, you're not in Five of Wands energy anymore. Five of Wands is conflict, change, and instability. Looks like you have gained some stability in your life. There was a tremendous change that brought apart this stability. You no longer want to fight with this hater. You're putting it to rest. You're moving on. So that's a Five of Wands. Might have something to do with somebody who is a fire sign. That has to do with Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo. And the Wands. It's reversed, so I don't think it's going to be all that bad. Somebody probably wanted to fight with you a lot. Just out of the blue. Okay, that's what I could tell right now. You know, giving you a lot of conflict. Started fights for no reason whatsoever. You're no longer having to deal with that. So that's always a plus. Looks like you're coming out of that. Which I could tell you are, you know, through this reading. There's no more conflict in your life. You have a resolution. A ceasefire. It was complicated, but you have gone within and now you have a spiritual resolution. You've gone in and asked yourself, why did this happen to me? What's the lesson? So, looks like collective you have had a lesson. Remember, this person over here is probably a karmic individual. They were here to only teach you a lesson, how to gain balance in your life. You know, in all areas, they gave you unbalance, so it kind of puts you in your head a little bit. But once you went into this Hermit mode right here, well, once you left, this is a Chariot, this is leaving. It's a Cancer card. Once you left this hater, who possibly was somebody from your past, but it's reversed. Once you left, you began to get happier. You did have to go in and reflect. Look at your options. You know, take an assessment with what happened. You went into your Hermit energy. And because you did that, you have healed. You've come up with a spiritual resolution. You've done a mind over heart assessment. And that is going to bring in your King of Cups. Because you are a Queen of Cups, masculine or feminine. You've put something to rest. There's no more conflict. And everything looks like you're going to live your life like it's golden. Okay, so let's see. Let's see about this hater. I'm going to see about the hater. Can we get any more on the hater? Or even the lover? Can we get any more on the hater? Oh, okay. Oh, no. I didn't want all to come out. Okay. Can we get any more on the hater, please? Just a few cards on the hater. Okay. Trust signals the universe knows your path. So you're definitely not supposed to be trusting this hater. Okay? Trust the universe, not them. They're going to give you some bad advice. Okay. Any other messages, Source? For the collective. Any other messages? This is Beyond the Fog Oracle cards. In case you want to buy some. Let's see. Any other messages? Any other messages? For my beautiful collective. For my soul tribe. Okay. We got light and dark secrets, wave of change, silent shadows. And this person might be acting with deception. Yeah. Or you could be working with your light and dark side of yourself to create a balance and harmony in your life. Only you will know that. Any more messages for my soul tribe? Any more messages? Yes, we have. Oh, goodness. Okay, yeah. There's no turning back. The bridge is burnt with somebody in your past. The cycle has closed. This is a closing of a cycle. The wheel is now turning. So the cycle has closed. Well, no, that's a pretty good reading. But since this is turning to love reading, I'll put these away and I'm going to give you a couple of the lover oracle cards. Let's see. Yeah. We're going to give you a couple of these. The Romance Angels oracle cards. So I'm going to pull a few of those cards to give you a little bit more insight. Let's put these back so I don't get my cards mixed up. Oh, also, I listened to Tarot Doc. I love Tarot Doc. He comes in the evening usually. I like him. He gives you a lot of helpful hints. For example, he told me about lime. When you burn wood in a wood-burning stove, it reduces down to ash, which is lime. You could clean your glass, all glass, with that material. So that was interesting to learn about. I was happy to learn. Also, he told me how to do an antibiotic, natural antibiotic, where you ferment olive cloves, 10 or 15 of them, put them in some honey in a mason jar, let them ferment for 2 days, turning them up and down and letting them ferment, and open them up so they could breathe for a little bit once every day for 10 days, and then you can start using them as a natural antibiotic. So he's good for helpful hands, and I love him. He cusses a lot though, so I try not to cuss, but sometimes it's hard, Sometimes it's real hard, especially whenever you hear it so much. But I'm kind of still in hermit mode myself. I have some ideas going on in my head. I should get out and collaborate with more people, which I plan on doing. I have found some beaters. I found some spiritualists, a group of spiritualists. So we have dinners all the time. We just have a great time getting together. We sing, you dance. Everybody has a talent. If you don't have a talent, then you dance. Basically, it's real fun. Also, my beaters, they're 2 gentlemen from Hoopa Tribe. They own a business, so they invited me to come down and bead with them during the day. It's a business, so, nothing big going on there, as far as love. But it is collaborating with somebody. So I, too, am getting out more and collaborating because I'm on a healing journey myself. Something bad happened to me. And I had to go within, and I had to, kind of figure out why this happened and what was the lesson. I'm sorry, I dropped some cards. Excuse me, collective. I'll pick those up after the reading. Okay. So, we're all on a spiritual journeys. And there's nothing wrong with that. None of us are perfect here upon the earth. So we must tolerate and have respect for each other's differences and differences in way of healing too. Okay, so let's get you about 5. How about 5? Or pick a deck. Let's do 5, 5, and 5. So we're going to do 1, 2, and 3. Okay? So we're going to get some love oracles from the Romance Angels. We're going to do pick a group of cards. Either 1, 2, or 3, and I'm going to draw 3 cards for each. Okay? So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay. So let's get some love oracles. Let's get some angel messages. What do the angels want to tell us tonight about love? All right, collective. Once again, this is a collective reading. Some or all of it may resonate. What resonates, go ahead and take. Leave the rest behind. If it doesn't resonate at all with you, come back at a later time in a mind. If you picked group number 1, true love is coming to you. This is the romance of a lifetime. I knew this was going to be a love reading. I hope you could see that. I knew it. Okay, I just felt it in my heart. Okay, the King of Cups and the Queen of Cups. Yes, it's true love if you've picked group 1. Yes, financial issues are favored in your love life right now. Okay? And the last card is trust. Got to get out there and collaborate, collective. Trust that you're going to meet the right person. Somebody who has the same energy is going to match your energy. They're not going to take your energy as far as being emotional as a weakness. They're going to take it as a strength. This situation is calling for you to have faith. Faith in your source, faith in God, faith in spirit. That once you get out of hermit mode and start collaborating, you're going to find your true love. But you have to have trust and take a leap of faith, okay? If you picked pile 2, you might have to have heart-to-heart conversations with somebody, honesty, discuss each other's feelings with each other. That way you both know what page you're both on. What is the expectations? What are the boundaries? and how you can show each other love and support each other. So you might want to have a heart-to-heart conversation. And yes, there is new love. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. Collective. All right, who is it? You got to tell me. Please write it in the comments because I'm nosy. I want to know who your new love is. Or you might be the new love. Okay. And your last card is keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. Okay? So when you're out there collaborating, you know, with others, you might get attracted to somebody who is different from you. Maybe different race, different religion, different spiritual practices, different traditions. So at this point, if you pick pile 2, it says to have open mind, okay? And if you pick pile 3, you deserve love because you're lovable. Of course my collective is lovable. My soul tribe's lovable. Okay, every one of you, I wish you nothing but love. I wish you to live a golden life. Okay? Your next card out is the person you're going to meet, you're going to have chemistry with. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. Ooh, that sounds nice. And the last one in pile 3 is let your friends help you. You want to go out and collaborate, okay? Ask for and accept support from others. That's how you're probably going to meet the love of your life, the new love, okay? So that's how this all came out. So yes, this was a definite love reading, and I'm happy to give it to you. And I think I'll get some Angels of Love, one last card to close this reading off. And that'll give me some time to pick up my cards that are on the ground too. I hope you can hear me. I haven't got my mic in yet. Okay, we're going to put these right there. Also, I want to let you guys know, for the 50th member that joins this channel, they will receive a Starseed Oracle card. Whoops, didn't mean to throw them. And the 100th member that joins my channel will receive this brand new Kipper deck. I like this deck. It's a fortune teller deck. Yeah, it's really cool. It's got a lot of cool cards. I don't know if you can see that. Can you see that? Hopefully. But this is for the 100th member. Okay. So let's get out some. It's the Triple Goddess. It's the Triple Goddess Tarot. I picked this up the other day from the bookstore. It was used, but, you know, it really caught my attention. I usually read Ganesha, but I do want to read about the goddesses. So, let's cleanse energy. 1, 2, 3. I want to give it 3 shuffles and see what card will come out. And then we're going to read it on it, and then I'll close the reading. Please like, subscribe to my channel. It always helps me go get other cards, and it helps with the rotation of videos. The more people that I get to come into my channel and have membership, the more that YouTube will start playing the videos. I guess that's how it works. Can't be totally sure. But it is what it is. I'm a brand new reader. I have read for 9 years. I learned from my stepmom. God bless her soul. I know she's got to be one of my spirit guides, my ancestors, because she really loved me. She really did. She really loved my father, and that right there. I am just happy that my father found love. Somebody who really loved him. Okay, we got a number 7. 7 is a partnership card. It's a love card. 7s mean partnerships, reflection, assessment, gaining knowledge. So let's put this over here so you can see it a little better. And this is from the Triple Goddess Tarot, and it's a number 7. Okay. It says, journey home. I was shown a fleeting learning to fly. Its first efforts were feeble, but as it used its wings more and more, they became stronger until it found the freedom of flight and was able to soar to great heights and fly great distance without any effort. I heard the words, faith comes with practice. Live by faith until it becomes rock-like, unshakable, and find the true freedom of the spirit. This is also the chariot, as a traditional image of the chariot. Every journey offers numerous opportunities. Remember, we talked about you having a lot of opportunities for new awareness that may change the course of one's life forever. The chariot brings many associations to mind. In Greek mythology, Apollo, the sun god, rules the heavens and rules in the brilliant golden chariot. The chariot opens the way for us to look deeper within ourselves in order that we may discover the resources buried therein. Victory and courage are outer manifestations of something much grander and much more meaningful, for it is the strength of the inner world that infuses the consciousness domain of the human activity and triumph. The chariot, symbolized by the numerological power of 7, it's also a Cancer card, is governed by the force of the unconscious, which propels one to research the inner caverns of the soul. The number 7 is inherently mystical. When influenced by this numerological force, one often engages with quiet, steady, and meditative reflection, for there is a quest for inner knowledge and deeper understanding. At this stage, the sacred marriage, symbolized by the Lover card, has anchored in a chalice, a womb-like structure within the psyche. This serves one well in life. The synthesis of one's masculine and feminine aspects provide a foundation for a higher order of functioning in the world. The chariot begins the next sequence of the 7 major arcana cards on the royal road of wisdom. Here, the emphasis shifts from the more primal personal evolution toward a refined principle of innate in service. It also rules alchemy and transformation. So that's a very beautiful card. So that's what I have for you, collective. Thank you for tuning into the channel and getting a collective reading. And I guess I'll see you next time. Thank you. I really enjoy giving a reading, and thank you for participating and being here. Have a good evening, good morning, good afternoon.